All right, everyone. So something a little bit different today. We're going to get into a very fun little topic that's near and dear to all of us these days, and that is wearing a mask, wearing glasses, all the problems that come with it, and a few little tips along the way that can help resolve at least some of the problems. So we'll talk about a few little tips, things that can help with this and the pain behind the ears and all that sort of stuff. So now let's dive into that. But first, of course, before we get too far into the tips and the tricks, if you would do me a favor and subscribe and ring the bell so you can stay up to date on the latest. Helps keep me here, keeps the channel here, and keeps all this fun stuff coming. So definitely do that so you can stay up to date with cool tips and tricks and awesome sunglasses reviews. At least I think they're awesome. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. We'll find out. On to what you are actually here for, though. And that is a little bit of tricks to learn how to tolerate this all day long, along with this right here, and this living here, and slipping and sliding and falling, and aching and pains, and everything else that comes along with wearing a mask and glasses and all of this fun stuff we wear all the time. And first off, to start with, the easy, constant, nagging one is a fogging problem, right? You go outside, the glasses fog up anyways, but then you come inside and you're wearing your mask and you're breathing on the glasses, warm, moist air on the cold lenses, which instantly condenses and creates a dense fog on the surface of the lenses. And we've actually found a pretty good solution for this recently, aside from the tips and tricks, and I will link that card up over here so you can check that out. All free tips, all great stuff. They work. They're not the end-all solution like this cloth is, but it get the job done. So that's the first one I wanted to address, just to knock that out of the way, because that is the biggest problem most people face with wearing a mask with glasses. At the very least, that's one we can solve. No problem, no weird stuff going on. Just clean your glasses with this cloth, you're good. We'll link that in the comments down below where you can get that. Now, on to one that is a little bit more common. Not quite as common as the fogging, which pretty much everyone experiences unless physics are at play and you have a frame that fits really good down on the mask, or some other method that works. Again, that other video is good for that. Not everyone has that, so yeah. The other problem I keep hearing, and this has come up a lot again, surprisingly on my video about glasses hurting behind your ears. I'll link that one up here. Typically, we see this as more of an adjustment issue. It's actually a problem with how the curve and the bend are made behind the ear, whether it's too soon and aching and pulling on the ears, or whether it's curved in too much in towards the head and building up a lot of pressure all day long. This one, typically that's when you're going to notice towards the end of the day, where an earlier bend down, usually you're going to feel that one a little bit sooner in the day. So that's one little trick there that I actually didn't mention in the other video that will help you kind of determine whether it's too tight this way or too tight this way. So there's that. Now, this is actually one, it really comes up often, and there's a couple different ways you can do this. One I've done before is actually to link and loop the glasses through the temple on here. And if you do it over a couple times, I'm not trying to fight with this right now, but if you loop it over 2 times, you get to see me struggle and do this on video. Anyways, if you loop it over 2 times like that onto the glasses, it actually creates a nice relief. So it pulls down right here a little bit. It can still cause a little bit of tension over the full course of a day, but it's not too bad. This particular one I've got a little tension adjustment on, so it works really good to find that sweet spot between too much pressure and just, yeah, not fogging or not sealing against the face or anything like that. And this is one, I don't know if you can really make out the bands on these. This is somebody local makes these, and it's a little bit softer than some of the others out there, but not so soft it doesn't create nice tension behind the ear. And with the little adjustment point, that's a great way to do it. So if you can find a mask that has this a little bit softer elastic and maybe not the adjustment point behind the ears, So you can fine tune that pressure there, just like the glasses. You want everything fitting right to reduce the tension and the pull and the pressure on the ears in that way. Now, I know we can't all find the perfect masks. I know how long it took me to find them, and unfortunately for you guys, it ended up being somebody local that makes them that doesn't really do it as a business. They just kind of do it a little here and there, and the local people buy them, and that's that. So I'm sorry. I've had several people ask. I've answered it several times. I don't have a better answer. I don't know anybody really that makes them this way aside from that. And I keep messing with it too much. So now I can't see, and now I fogged up my glasses. Speaking of that lovely problem. Now, if you can't find a solution to this, or looping them over your frame doesn't work, you can't get it around enough, not every frame works for that. It's one of these things where there's a million different ways to solve the same problem and to get around whatever, right? So let's take a quick look at that other solution I found to take the tension off of the ears so you can fix it that way. Now, it is all blue things with me all the time, right? So this solution's a little bit different, and I couldn't quite get it for me. These are actually, yeah, there we go. Now I got it. So this works in a very similar way to what I was just doing with looping this over twice on the temple on my frame, except it's taking that pressure and getting it actually off the frame and the ear altogether. There are also little things called ear savers. There we go. Nope, still didn't work. Anyway, so ear savers, you can find them pretty much anywhere. I think anybody with a laser printer these days, or a 3D printer, laser cutter, 3D print, whatever. Something, there's a way to make these things really inexpensively. There's almost always somebody local making them. I think most libraries have these things anymore where you can make them from that. So now I'm all cute with my scrunched up little headband here and my strap there, and so this is really a very good solution to if your glasses are properly fit, but with a mask you're getting a lot more ache and pain behind the ears. It can be the glasses because the mask throws off all of that fit, because here we're lifting the frame up, pushing the frame out, which is adjusting the point where they do fit behind the ears, and I cannot tell you how many of even my own adjustments I had to redo when all of this started, because all of a sudden people are wearing masks, and you would not think a millimeter makes that big of a difference. We work in millimeters and half millimeters and micrometers and all this fun stuff. This is literally what we do. Every millimeter makes a difference. So when masks got into the picture, it throws everything off on the face, and nothing works in the way that it should any longer, right? Because now we've moved this up, we've moved this out, the pressure point behind the ear is closer than it should be. You can readjust for that behind the ear, or you can use all these other stuffs. Personally, I like my glasses to be properly fitted to wearing the mask, but you know, not everybody's wearing a mask 8 hours a day. So it really depends on your situation on what the best option is. Obviously, in order to run my store, we have a mask mandate in the county, which means if I want to stay open, and you know, incidentally, I like what I do, if you couldn't tell already. So I have a good reason to wear a mask all day long. So I fit my glasses to fit with the mask, and you'll notice that is in most videos anymore, I'm usually wearing the same pair. That's unusual for me, but this is the pair I have that fits perfect with a mask on, fits good with a mask off. So just to make my life easier for recording purposes, this is the frame I've been wearing in almost every video I've done, at least for the last 3 months, I think. Possibly longer. I don't know. Anyways, that's all I've got today. Now, if you have any more specific questions about this, or any problems you've faced, or even if this video just helps you out, definitely drop some feedback in the comments down below and let me know your thoughts, or if any of this helped you, or if it was just me blabbering pointlessly for 10 minutes and you hate me. It happens. I'll catch you guys next time.